It's a MeatEater podcast.
Welcome to MeatEater Trivia, the only game show where conservation always wins. I'm your host, Spencer Neuharth, and today we're joined by Seth Morris, Cory Calkins, Alyssa Smith, Hilary Byrne, Max Barta, Roman Schnobrich, Clay Newcomb, and Logan Dove. This is a 10-round quiz show with questions from MeatEater's 4 verticals, which are hunting, fishing, conservation, and cooking. And there is a prize. MeatEater will donate $500 to the conservation organization of the winner's choosing. Now, Phil, update the room here on why you look the way you look. And I don't mean that about like...
I can talk about that too.
Okay, sure.
Well,
go ahead.
the year was 1990, and I was supposed to take a vacation this week. I wasn't going anywhere, so it wasn't a big deal. Then Spencer asked if we could do trivia because this was the only week we could do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in vacation mode, you know. So
you look like it.
You know, I wear this for every vacation
Yep.
I take. Definitely didn't get it off the clearance rack at Target, but so that's why I'm here. Got a tiki mug. I'm ready to roll.
So hold on, you're on vacation, but you're just staying in town.
Yeah.
Staycation.
Yeah, it's
Staycation.
it's kids first week at school. Got a lot of stuff to buy and pack and prepare and
Wow.
Point is,
big deal.
Phil is a company man. That's why
Yeah.
he's here.
Yeah, that's
today.
right.
Good on you, Phil.
Yeah,
Thank
there
you.
go, Phil. Oh yeah,
Thank
much
you, Phil.
deserved. I can't believe we haven't done that before.
That's a dedicated employee.
birthday.
And it's Seth's birthday. Seth, how old are you today?
32.
Big plans?
No.
Okay. Nothing at all?
No.
Maybe
I'm
going
going to go out to dinner with my wife.
Oh, where are you going? Let me guess. The sack.
No.
Okay.
No, I go there too much.
Land of Magic.
I think so, yes.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
there we go.
Yeah. Land of Magic.
Now, this isn't any regular old game of MeatEater Trivia. This is episode 2 of the 2023 MeatEater Trivia Tournament. There are 4 episodes total, and by the end of the last one, we'll have crowned a champion of MeatEater Trivia for 2023. Now, this game will have spoilers, so if you haven't heard episode 1 yet, then pause this and go back and listen to the first show. All right, everyone's had a chance to do that. Everyone's heard episode 1. How does the room feel about playing with the stakes being so high?
I'm nervous all the time, so.
Okay.
It's good practice for hunting season.
Oh, there you
Bring
go.
on the pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Clay should not feel any of the nerves. He actually can advance to the next round. It was just a coincidence. He's in the office today, but he won't be around next week when we record
the love of the
champions.
game, man.
The love of the game. That's a
If-
good way to put it.
Here's a question. If he wins, does
Yep.
he still get to donate to the org of his choice?
We'll talk about that at the end. We're doing the donation a little bit differently in the tournament. There's another little wrinkle for us. So here's how this is going to work. Episode 1 was a qualifying round with 7 players, 2 of which got to move on to the championship. Those 2 players were Cal and Hansi. Episode 2 is also a qualifying round with 7 new players, 2 of which will also move on to the championship. Episodes 3 and 4 are the championship rounds. Those will feature Cal and Hansi from episode 1, as well as our reigning champion Brody Henderson, Steven Ranella, Giannis Putelis, and Randall Williams. Brody, Steve, Giannis, and Randall have the most victories in 2023, so they're getting an automatic bye to the championship. And for the stat of the week this week, we're looking at the performance of players in last year's tournament qualifying episodes. In the 2 play-in shows from 2022, the minimum score needed to reach the championship round was a 5. Maggie Hudlow, Cory Calkins, and Seth Morris each got 5 correct answers in their games to move on to the final episode. Now, I'll tell you, in the last episode that we just recorded, we had 4 players go to a tiebreaker with 4 correct answers, so 4 or 5 is probably what you're going to need to make it to episodes 3 and 4.
Are we getting the same questions as those
You are
guys?
not getting the same questions.
Oh, yeah, I guess this is, it wouldn't be fun for the listeners.
Yeah.
If it was all the same.
No.
Never mind, that was a stupid question. Sorry, Spencer.
No,
Go
that's
on.
okay. It's
birthday,
a
you
good
can get away
question,
with
and
it.
I'll address it in a second here, Seth. Here's our 0%er question of the week, which tests how much knowledge players have retained from previous shows. This question was from a qualifying round last year. The topic was hunting, and nobody got it right. What biblical figure was the great-grandson of Noah and described as a mighty hunter before the Lord? Clay, I'm going to have you sit in silence for a second to see if the rest of our room can come up with the correct answer. As a reminder, this was from a qualifying round last year. Nobody got it right. If you know the answer, you can just shout it out. What biblical figure was the great-grandson of Noah and described as a mighty hunter before the Lord? Anybody know it? Any guesses?
I remember getting this wrong
Clay,
last year.
Was it
tell
lion?
us the answer, Clay.
I'll give you a hint. His name rhymes with ramrod.
Nimrod.
Nimrod. The correct answer was Nimrod. The incorrect answers were Solomon, Samson, John, Saint Hubert, Josiah, and for some reason, Max still thinks it's lion. You said lion in last year's episode, and now you said lion again.
Oh, that's so funny.
Lion is still not right.
Yeah, still got it wrong.
Now, we don't have any housekeeping for today's show, but here's one final note about the tournament before we move on. Listeners with a keen ear will notice that the questions from this week and last week resemble each other. Because they're both qualifying rounds, I designed the scripts to have similar themes and difficulties. So they're not the same question, Seth, but they are similar.
Close.
Now, the Shelby Index for today's round is a 3, so our winner should get 6 correct answers. And with that, we're on to the game of trivia. Play the drop, Phil.
Look, I need to know what I stand to win.
Everything.
How's that?
You stand to win everything.
Game on, suckers!
Round 2.
Oh, wow.
Question 1. The topic is public lands, and as always, this will be multiple choice. Which of these animals is not found in Idaho's Boise National Forest? Is it a pronghorn, kokanee salmon, gopher snake, or Roosevelt elk? If you don't know, you can see the question on the TV behind you. Cory, Clay, Roman. Again, the question is, which of these animals is not found in Idaho's Boise National Forest? Pronghorn, kokanee salmon, gopher snake, or Roosevelt elk. And we have Vacation Phil putting a nice little touch on the first question with the waiting room music.
This reminds me of SpongeBob.
I thought the same thing
Exactly.
Is it?
when I heard it. Is it?
You know, I for copyright reasons, no, it's not. But no, it actually isn't. No, royalty-free SpongeBob adjacent music.
Uh-huh. Which of these animals is not found in Idaho's Boise National Forest? Pronghorn, kokanee salmon, gopher snake, Roosevelt elk. Who has been to the Boise National Forest? Nobody. Okay.
Say how.
Nope.
Does everybody have an answer? Which of those is not found there?
I've got an illustration too.
Okay, that'll be helpful. Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Roosevelt elk, Logan saying Roosevelt, Max saying Roosevelt, Hilary saying kokanee salmon, Alyssa saying gopher snake, Roman saying pronghorn, Clay saying Roosevelt elk, and in the little time he had, he drew a beautiful Roosevelt elk. Cory saying Roosevelt elk. The correct answer is Roosevelt elk. The room did very well. The closest Roosevelt elk to the Boise National Forest are about 300 miles to the west in Oregon. There are pronghorn in the southern part of the forest, kokanee salmon that are native to the northern part of the forest, and gopher snakes are found throughout the forest. The Boise National Forest is the 6th biggest national forest in the country. Question 2. The topic is hunting. This next great question comes to us via Steve Corson. If you have a question you think is right for MeatEater Trivia, you can send it to trivia@themeateater.com. Name one of the 10 most popular female dog names in 2022, according to the American Kennel Club.
I wish you would have said male dogs because I think Max is like top 3.
So let me tell you this, Max. Last episode, the question is name one of the top 10 male dog names.
Nice.
Max was number 1.
Nice.
Damn.
This time, though, I need you to tell me one of the 10 most popular female dog names in 2022, according to the American Kennel Club. Clay, how many dogs do you own?
Currently just 3.
Oh, just 3. Only 3.
Man, it's a sad story, but my best coon dog died back in December.
Oh.
And then
Which one was that?
Fern.
Oh, man.
Yep. And yeah, so I've only got 3.
What's the biggest that the Newcomb kennel has ever gotten?
I think I've had 6 at one time.
Okay.
And that's just common. It's like not even bat an eye. 6 hunting dogs in Arkansas.
And when you're naming a dog, do you think that you are using some of the popular names, or are you always going off the board? Would any Clay
Off the
Newcomb
board.
dogs ever show up in the top 10? Have you ever had a Max?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't
No
think we'd
Maxes.
have any.
Okay.
We like to name dogs human names.
Okay.
Yeah, like Tim.
Tim's my favorite
Tim the squirrel
dog
dog?
ever,
Yeah.
besides my own dog.
Does everybody
He's
have an
something.
answer for one of the 10 most popular female dog names? How many dog owners do we have in this room? Everybody except Logan and Roman. Okay. Oh,
Do you have a dog, Spencer?
I do not. I'm an aspiring dog owner. Do not have
He's a
dog,
big
though.
cat guy.
Big, huge cat guy. Almost as big a cat guy as Seth. Does everybody have an answer? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Greta, Logan saying Atlas, Max saying Bella, Hilary saying Sadie, Alyssa saying Lucy, Roman saying Rosie, Clay saying Sadie, and he drew a Sadie. Well done,
Wow.
Clay.
Again.
Cory saying Dolly. The 10 most popular female dog names are Luna, Bella, Daisy, Lucy, Willow, Penny, Sadie, Maggie, Rosie, and Ruby.
Oh, Ruby.
Ruby did pretty well.
Put Ruby down.
Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Max's name is Max, which is the most popular male dog name, and his dog's name is Ruby, which is 10th on the list.
Really quick,
Wow.
Spencer, that was a
So-
lot of names for me to sort through while you were reading those off. I know Max got it. Can everyone else who got that right, can you raise your hand, please?
Most of us got it right,
yeah,
didn't
that's
we?
pretty good.
Well
Hillary,
done,
Alyssa,
Room.
What'd you
Roman,
get?
Clay.
Dolly, which is what?
Just missing the top 10 were Nova, Stella, Lily, Nala, Piper, Bailey, and Coco. And just like with last week, some of these were also among the top names for human girls. Luna is ranked highest at 10. That's followed by Willow at 37. Lucy at 48, Ruby at 62, Sadie at 68, Bella at 85, and Daisy at 125.
Hey, could I just give some short
What do you got,
advice
Clay?
on dog naming? Biggest mistake the Newcombs ever made
Okay.
was we wanted to name a dog Scout. I mean, that's a killer dog name.
I'm going to interrupt
for
you for a second now. And last week you had to name one of the most popular male dog names. Cal said Scout. That was not right.
Well,
Carry on.
exactly. See, we're not following the trends, but that's like an El Primo dog name. We got this plot, and my family wanted to name it Scout, and I was like, man, it's risky. I don't know if this dog's going to make it. You know, if it was going to make a good hunting dog, because I wouldn't keep it if it wasn't.
Yeah.
And it didn't make it. We named the dog Scout, and now the dog wasn't that great. The name's ruined forever. So
Okay.
if you have a really great name, wait to name the dog.
Yep.
It's tough. It takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
Cal's
It does.
advice for naming a dog was make sure you're comfortable yelling that name in a crowded park.
That's good.
There you go. So comfortable yelling it in public and something that you don't want to ruin for eternity. Question 3. The topic is conservation. Which of the 7 natural wonders of the world is home to native fish like the humpback chub, razorback sucker, and bluehead sucker? And the topic is conservation. Which of the 7 natural wonders of the world is home to native fish like the humpback chub, razorback sucker, and bluehead sucker?
Can I
Seth with a confident answer. What do
I
you
don't
got,
even know
Max?
if I can name one of the 7 wonders of the world.
That's a good place to start. Think about what they are. Cory, do you have this one right? You have some confidence, it appears.
I thought I had it, and now my
You got to think
brain
about
is
the 7.
rethinking.
Okay. Seth, do you have this one right?
I'm torn between 2.
Okay.
Didn't Biden just say there was 9?
Of the natural wonders? Maybe. I
I
haven't
think he
heard
did.
that.
It was funny. One of his mess ups.
One of the 7 natural wonders. It's home to native fish like the humpback chub, razorback sucker, and bluehead sucker. Logan, you also were quick to answer. Do you have this one right, you think?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Just a reminder, a lot on the line. 2 of you will get to move on to the championship.
Totally guessing, but I've got a drawing to go with it.
Okay.
I'm all
Is
in.
everybody ready?
I'm getting thrown. Yeah. Man. Torn.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Niagara Falls, Logan saying Galapagos Islands, Max saying Nile River, Hilary saying Great Barrier Reef, Alyssa saying Niagara Falls, Roman without an answer, Clay saying Nile River, Cory saying Grand Canyon. We have a correct answer in the room. It's the Grand Canyon.
Damn it! Oh, I almost put it.
Cory got it right.
Good job, Cory.
Nice job.
Got
The
that, Cory,
Grand
thanks.
Canyon portion of the Colorado River is known for large floods, freezing winter temps, hot summer temps, and lots of sediment. As a result, this unique ecosystem only has 8 native fish, 3 of which have been extirpated. One of the biggest challenges the Grand Canyon native species face are invasive fish like trout, bass, and catfish.
Can you tell us what the wonders of the world are?
I can't tell you them all. Alyssa said Great Barrier Reef, which was actually the answer to last week's. Hilary said Great Barrier Reef. That was the answer to last week's version of this question. I don't know what the other ones are. I don't think Niagara Falls is one.
Is Nile
not?
River?
I don't think the Nile. The big Victoria Falls. That's one of them. I don't know. I can't. I don't recall. Question 4. The topic is biology. What does the USGS stand for, as in the federal agency? What does the USGS stand for, as in the federal agency? A confident room, all writing very quickly. I'm going to look up the 7 natural wonders of the world. We have Mount Everest, Harbor of Rio de Janeiro, Great Barrier Reef, Victoria Falls, Paracutino Volcano, Grand Canyon, and Aurora Borealis. There are your 7 natural wonders of the world. But we are on question 4. What does the USGS stand for? Clay, did you draw us something for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Looking
Sure did.
forward to it. This is a nice little treat.
In case I spelled it wrong.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Just a second.
Max?
Max, show everyone.
Pipe down, birthday boy.
Waiting on Max and Alyssa. What does the USGS stand for? Clay, can you tell us what you're doing here in town?
Actually, I'm not sure that I can.
I feel like
Secret project.
everything is always spoiled. Okay, it's a secret project. That's what we'll say then.
Phil said maybe.
Phil gave this answer in the background, which I trust Phil's gut, which is to say...
It's a future audio project.
Okay.
How about
Yeah,
that?
it's
we
really
go.
exciting.
Very
Can y'all,
good.
all, everybody just be excited?
I'm
Like,
boom,
wow, that's
stoked.
great, Clay.
That's great, Clay.
Are we
Sorry.
going to be hearing your voice?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, that's
Oh,
something to
very
be excited
nice.
about.
yeah.
Cool.
Maximus, what are we doing over here? A lot of erasing. Hilary is rolling her eyes at you. She's over whatever you're doing.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
A lot of pressure.
Timer situation.
Yeah, let's cut the time on
Yep.
this one.
Yep. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
More erasing?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I
Go
spelled
ahead
it wrong.
and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying United States Geological Survey. Logan saying United States Geological Service.
I
Max
said-
saying United States
Geographic.
Geographic Studies. Hilary saying United States Geologic Survey. Alyssa saying United States Geological Services. Roman saying United States Geological Survey. Clay saying United States Geologic Survey. Cory saying United States Geological Service. The correct answer is United States Geological Survey. I don't think we're going to give it to you if you only said geologic.
Ooh,
This is
tough.
now this is a proper noun,
Ooh.
which I think
Drew a
we're.
picture.
You did. Look, he drew the
Clearly,
planet,
that
which
is
is very
geographical.
good.
I was about to add
I
that
think
on.
it's got to be geological.
Geological. I wrote geologic.
Can we help out Phil if you got that right? United States Geological Survey. Raise your hand.
I think because I marked everyone who said survey, and then I also marked Hilary and Clay. But if they don't get it, then I'll remove their
We're not
votes.
going to give it
Clearly,
to them.
Okay.
the answer needs the pivot point was on the survey.
Yeah.
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 Clearly.
Geological.
I don't think we're going to give it to you. We're going to stick with geological. The USGS is the nation's largest water, earth, and biological science and civilian mapping agency. They were founded in 1879 with the goal of studying our landscape, our natural resources, and our natural hazards. They are a fact-finding organization with no regulatory responsibility. Question 5. The topic is gear. The Realtree corporate headquarters are located in this state. Confident Seth, Cory, and Clay. Again, the question is the Realtree corporate headquarters are located in this state. You know this one, Seth.
I have a pretty good idea.
You know this one, Clay.
Yeah.
Have you been there, Clay?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
it.
not
To the
to
headquarters?
not to their headquarters. No. I've been to the state.
Okay, that's a hint. If anyone knows Clay's whereabouts. The Realtree corporate headquarters are located in this state. This is question 5. We'll get a scoreboard update from Phil after this. The Realtree corporate headquarters are located in this state. What did you draw for us on this one, Clay? Did you draw a shape of the state?
More.
Okay. More. I like it. I'm very excited.
Did you draw Realtree?
Draw like Hardwoods HD or something?
Is everybody ready? Clay even has a brown marker, just for drawing whatever he can come up with. Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Georgia, Logan saying Wisconsin, Max saying Georgia, Hilary saying Missouri, Alyssa saying Texas, Roman saying Tennessee, Clay saying Georgia. He drew Georgia plus a peach. Well done. Cory saying Mississippi. The correct answer is Georgia. The room did pretty well.
Clay, can you do me a favor? Will you turn your board when you draw a picture? Because we can't see it over here.
Oh.
Yeah, show everyone. It's a good little treat. The Realtree Bill Jordan started Realtree in 1986 when he sketched his first camel pattern in his parents' front yard. The brand took off when Jordan got a booth at SHOT Show, which helped him open his first facility in a rented church in Columbus, Georgia.
You know, the folks down in Georgia call him Bill Jordan.
Okay.
Yep, it's true.
Do they call him that
Bill
in
Jordan.
Arkansas or not?
You know, I would tend to say Jordan because, you know, Michael
You're a
Jordan,
Yankee.
But now that would
But
be
you're
true.
also Mr. Acorn over here, so we got to respect the regionality.
Jordan.
Right there.
Bill Jordan.
Phil, we are halfway through the game of trivia. Give us a scoreboard update.
Yeah, everyone's on the board this time. We've got Logan, Hilary, and Alyssa with 1 point apiece. Roman and Cory have 2. And all tied up in first place with 3 points are Seth, Max, and Clay.
Ooh, very fun.
Ooh.
Just because it's your
I'd be in
birthday,
the
I'm
lead
not
if
going
I
to let you
wasn't
win.
robbed.
Question 6. The topic is cooking. An Oklahoma-style burger patty is smothered with this vegetable. The room is stumped. An Oklahoma-style burger patty is smothered with this vegetable. Clay, you are the closest thing we have to an Oklahoman, and you have no idea. Okay. An Oklahoma-style burger patty is smothered with this vegetable. Logan, I think you were the quickest to have an answer.
Yeah.
Is this just a guess? Do you know it?
No, I'm kind of just guessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, how
trying
did
to
you
think of
smother
all
a
the
burger
burgers
in a
I've had.
vegetable? Where did you find this? Wikipedia?
Everywhere. You call up an Oklahoman you know after this and you ask him. Or her. Or you ask her.
I'm pretty close to an Oklahoman.
I know.
Hold on, we'll change.
An Oklahoma-style burger patty is smothered with this vegetable. Is everybody ready?
No.
I don't think I spelled it right.
Cory is feeling the pressure over here. I'm due to borrow a fly rod from him, which may not happen. He may have conveniently forgotten it if he does not advance in this game. Is everybody ready? Looking for the vegetable.
I don't even have a creative answer.
Okay.
No pictures then.
But you have an answer.
I mean, I wrote an answer.
And does it lack a picture this time?
Nope. I'm uninspired by this question.
It's as harsh as clay could be, I think. Max, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying artichoke. Logan saying onions. Max saying green chili. Hilary saying poblano pepper.
Sounds good.
Alyssa saying onion. Roman saying jalapeno. Clay saying onions. Cory saying onions. We have a correct answer. It's onion. The room did pretty well.
Damn it, I had onion and he
despite
braced
them
it.
lacking confidence. The recipe was created during the Great Depression as a way to make more burgers with less beef. Oklahoma onion burgers start as a ball of meat that's generously seasoned with salt and pepper and then topped with a fistful of onions before getting smashed into a hot griddle. You can learn how to cook one by checking out Justin Townsend's recipe on the MeatEater.com called Venison Oklahoma Burgers.
Corey, you're causing
cell
all
phones.
sorts
Put away.
of...
Put the cell phones away, please.
We're getting a lot of feedback in our ears.
Make sure mine's turned off.
Or airplane mode.
Now, does that seem familiar to anybody? An Oklahoma onion burger. It's a smash burger that is smothered with onions.
Is it kind of the same as a patty melt?
It would be very similar. Go to the MeatEater.com. You'll get Justin
Not
Townsend's recipe. They look delicious. Question 7. The topic is hunting. Mike Hunsucker and Sean Luchtell started this archery hunting show in 2007. Mike Hunsucker and Sean Luchtell started this archery hunting show in 2007. We have a confident Seth, a confident Clay, who is also drawing us a nice picture. Logan, do you know this one?
Another guess.
Okay. Max, do you know this one?
No, I do not.
Mike
I recognize the name,
Hunsucker
though.
and Sean Luchtell.
Shout out to Mike. He's a good dude. I like that guy.
Mike is going to be getting one of our prototypes of the MeatEater trivia game so he can give me some feedback
Nice.
on what he thinks. Mike Hunsucker and Sean Luchtell started this archery hunting show in 2007. Have you watched their show, Clay? Are you familiar?
Oh, yeah.
How about you, Seth?
Big fan.
Oh, yeah, big fan.
Max asked what it's called.
Channel. What's it on?
Clay and
It's probably
Seth.
one of the longest running hunting shows out there.
Can
right?
Can I say something now rather than later while these people have some time? It wouldn't give anything away.
Then go ahead.
Well,
I trust
just
you. I trust you.
Their show was one of the first hunting shows that introduced really high quality cinematic film.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So when they were doing it, and there were some other people involved back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, it was like groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah, their show, and I felt like MeatEater had a similar sensibilities. It looked like it was produced by professionals rather than produced by hunters or anglers, which is what a lot of outdoor content tends to look like. Is everybody ready?
Great hints.
Wait a minute, that was like a backhand. These guys
No, I
are
don't think
hunters
so.
and anglers.
They are hunters and
It looked
anglers.
like it got made by hunters and anglers.
Mm-hmm. But they also, their content looks like they are professionals in that industry.
Yeah, cinema professionals.
Like they could work, they could make commercials for TV.
Yes.
They could do anything. Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Heartland Bow Hunter, Logan saying Hunting Public, Max saying Full Draw, Hilary saying Bow and Arrow, Alyssa without an answer, Roman saying Total Archery, Clay saying Heartland Bow Hunter. He drew a person at Full Draw. Great drawing. Cory saying Heartland. The correct answer is Heartland Bow Hunter. Because I was a stickler on the USGS, I don't think we're going to give it to you, Cory. I don't think Heartland is good enough.
Oh, I call BS
Clay, what do
on
you
that.
think? Clay,
What else
This
would it
is
be?
this guy right here. I'll go to bat for him any day. Give him the point.
you heard him point.
I'm
Actually,
in competition with them,
no.
and I would
You want
say
that fly rod or not?
Max, you want to give him the point?
I would accept that answer.
Max wants to give him the point.
Is there another show called Heartland?
And have they ever?
We should Google it.
Hunted without a bow?
Well, they have Heartland Waterfowl.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
It would kind of be like saying, "What's the name of the company that Steve Nella runs?" And we'd say Meat.
Which would
is-
not be
which
good.
one's
enough.
not right, no.
Meat is a culinary brand.
way different.
Corey, we're not going to give it to you. I'm sorry. It's not.
Is there a show
good
called
enough.
Heartland?
Heartland Bow
don't
Hunter
know.
was born after the group invented a camera tree arm that's specifically made for whitetail bow hunters. Since then, they've created 16 seasons of the show, along with a spin-off called Heartland Waterfowl. The Heartland Bow Hunter team has also started making video content for MeatEater, which you can watch on our YouTube channel in 2024. Question 8. The topic is fishing. This type of sinker with an alliterative name was created by a North Dakota walleye angler in 1964. The room is slow to come up with an answer. This type of sinker with an alliterative name was created by a North Dakota walleye angler in 1964.
Oh boy.
Max, you're the closest thing we have to a North Dakotan.
I am the only North Dakotan.
And he doesn't know it.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I thought he was from somewhere else.
This type of sinker with an alliterative name was created by a North Dakota walleye angler in 1964. Clay, this would be one of your blind spots, potentially. Do you think you have this one right?
I don't.
Okay. But he's going to draw us something anyway. This is question 8. We'll get a scoreboard update from Phil after this. It's a sinker with an alliterative name, and it was created by a North Dakota walleye angler in 1964. Seth, you have an answer. How do you feel about it?
Not good. Not good.
Mr. Walleye.
Yeah, I feel like you're our guy.
Yeah, I've probably used this thing 1,000 times, but I don't know.
Is everybody ready?
I just don't know.
Max, it looked like your
I think-
homunculus helped you out there. Did you think you come up with the correct answer?
I think so.
Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answer. We have Seth saying split shot. Logan without an answer. Max saying bottom bouncer. Hilary without an answer. Alyssa saying dropper. Roman without an answer. Clay saying slip shot. Cory saying teardrop. Max got it. The correct answer is the bottom bouncer.
God, I almost put that too.
I was gonna put Lindy Rig, but then I was like,
Yeah.
Oh no.
okay.
Bob Meader invented the bottom bouncer after finding that his other sinkers were getting snagged too much while trolling. First, he tried putting the weight at the bottom of the wire, but found that it was more effective if he moved it up. The design didn't really catch on until the 1980s when a pair of South Dakota walleye guides started winning national tournaments using the weights.
Is he from Devil's Lake?
I don't know where he was from. in
I
North
try to
Dakota.
avoid bottom bouncing. I think it's the boringest thing you can do.
It's kind of an old man walleye
Yeah, it is.
fishing
man.
style.
When I'm old and tired, I'll drink beer and bottom bounce.
That's right. Us young guns, we like to pitch jigs.
Yeah, that's right.
Phil, we have 2 questions left. I think it just got interesting. Give us a leaderboard update.
Yeah, we've got Hilary with 1 point. Roman, Logan, and Alyssa all have 2 points apiece. Cory has 3. Sorry, Cory. We got Seth and Max with 4, and Clay is in first place with 5 points.
Okay.
Good thing you can't move on.
As a reminder, Clay will not advance.
What if
to
I
the
came back
championship.
next week?
If you come back, hey, you'll play.
Can I use the $500 to pay for a plane ticket?
We'll start a what is it, a 5013 real quick.
GoFundMe to get Clay to
Clay's
Bozeman.
travel. Question 9. The topic is conservation. This is our listener question of the week, which was won by Wyatt Flesher. For sending this great question, Wyatt is going to get a book signed by Steve. 3 years after the Cuyahoga River went up in flames, this legislation was passed so that it would never happen again. Clay, if you didn't know, and Roman, the question is behind you on the TV. If that will help you at all. Here's the question again. 3 years after the Cuyahoga River went up in flames, this legislation was passed so that it would never happen again. Seth, do you think you have this one right?
I think I'm close.
Logan,
if
you were,
anything.
you were the quickest to answer. Do you think you have this one right?
Yeah, I think so.
Does that look right?
Really? You know it, Logan?
Where's that river? Is that back east?
Not going to help you. Max and Logan, do you guys agree with each other's answers, or do you have something different?
I don't think there's any sharing of answers.
Okay.
I shared with him, but
3 years after the Cuyahoga River went up in flames, this legislation was passed so that it would never happen again. Cory, are you now protesting the game after the Heartland answer?
No, I am a little upset, but
Okay.
I just don't have an answer to this one.
I crossed out my previous answer, which won't count.
Okay. We
But
can
I
read it.
didn't erase it.
Yep, we'll acknowledge it.
Well, I mean, you don't have to acknowledge it. It just felt like a waste to erase it.
So much more modest than Steve. Steve is like, read my answer. It's
Is everybody ready? Cory, you going to come up with an answer? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Clean Water Act, Logan saying Clean Water Act, Max saying Clean Waste Act, Hilary saying Clean Water Act, Alyssa without an answer, Roman without an answer, Clay saying the Clean Water Act. He crossed out the Cuyahoga Act and he drew a bunch of flames. Cory without an answer. The correct answer is the Clean Water Act. The room did pretty well.
I was one letter off.
The Clean Water Act, which is technically called the Federal Water Pollution Control Act, is the primary federal law that governs water pollution. The bill was originally vetoed by President Richard Nixon, who said it was too expensive. But the next day, the Senate and House both voted to override his veto, which got the bill to pass. Phil, we are on to question 10. Where does the leaderboard stand?
Well, for sure that Clay is not going to be coming back, and he won't be able to raise enough on the GoFundMe page. I won't read his score. He's got 6 points though. He's
Well,
in
he
first
can
place.
still win.
Okay,
That's right.
yeah, he's got six points. We've got Roman, Hilary, and Alyssa all with 2 points, and then Logan and Cory have 3. Max has 4, and Seth has 5 points.
Okay, so we have Seth moving on. We have Max, who has a 1 point lead with who is he barely beating?
Cory and Logan have 3.
We would need Cory and Logan to get this right, Max to get it wrong, to go to a tiebreaker, but we already know that Seth is going to the championship episode. Question 10, the topic is woodsmanship. This toy, which was invented in 1916, inspired the name of a campfire building technique in which wood is stacked in a square pile around tinder. This toy, which was invented in 1916, inspired the name of a campfire building technique in which wood is stacked in a square pile around tinder.
You want the name of the toy, not the
name of the toy.
Okay.
Hey, can I?
What do you got, Clay?
Well, I was gonna go back to the Clean Water Act. Bear Grease. We just did a big 4-part series on the Mississippi River. I went into it not knowing a lot really about the river. I interviewed some of the top river hydrologists and fisheries biologists with the Corps of Engineers about the lower Mississippi, and was kind of shocked to find out the health of the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
Really strong. The fishery of the body of the Mississippi River is incredibly robust. There are no endangered species or no species have gone extinct out of the river.
Sure.
It was pretty encouraging.
If you had that conversation 50 years ago, though, it probably would have been significantly more bleak. I saw a stat that it was like before the Clean Water Act, only 1/3 of our waterways were safe to even swim in, and now I think they're up to like 75% or something. Is everybody ready to name the children's toy? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Lincoln Log. Logan saying Lincoln Log. Max saying logs building blocks. Hilary saying Lincoln Logs. Alyssa saying Jenga. Roman saying Lincoln Logs. Clay saying Lincoln Logs. Cory saying Lincoln Logs. The correct answer is Lincoln Logs, which means we are going to a tiebreaker between Max and Cory and Logan.
Whoa.
Wow. The Lincoln Log campfire is said to be the best style of campfire for cooking over. It's created by laying wood in alternating directions until you form a pile that resembles a log cabin. Lincoln Logs, which are in the National Toy Hall of Fame, were invented by the son of the famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright. Play the drop, Phil. We are going to overtime.
Tiebreaker.
If you ain't first, you're last.
I think just cut it at if you ain't first, you're last, and then like go into other stuff that's funny. I never liked it. Hey, Phil, off, man.
Now to clear some things up, we have Clay, who has won the game, correct, outright. We have Seth, who would be moving on to the championship, and now we are finding out who the last competitor is between Max, Logan, and Cory to get the final spot. The tie-breaking topic is cooking. And this great question was sent by Caleb McLean. What percentage of Texas hunters said they always utilize feral hog meat by eating it or giving it away? This is a numerical question. I will have you write to 1 decimal point. The closest person to the correct answer will be declared the finalist for the championship episode, but everyone else should play along anyway, because if somebody hits it right on the nose, we will add an extra $100 donation to the end of the show. Here is the prompt again. What percentage of Texas hunters said they always utilize feral hog meat by eating it or giving it away? And this was a 2023 survey given to 400 hog hunters.
I think in honor of Bob Barker's death, that if you go over, it shouldn't count.
We never do the Price is Right rules, but maybe we'll close out the show with a different tagline instead of our usual one. 99.
Did anyone see the meme about how he got so close to 100 without going over?
That's good. 99 and a half.
That is good. I didn't see that, but that's good.
Does everybody have an answer for the percentage of Texas hunters who said they always utilize feral hog meat by eating it or giving it away? Again, we're down to Cory, Max, and Logan. Everybody ready? Max? Oh, he's change of heart to 1 percentage point. A lot of writing. Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying 18%, Hilary saying 93.3%, Alyssa saying 72.1%, Roman saying 65%, Clay saying 30%. Our 3 finalists, Cory saying 34%, Max saying 88.8%, Logan saying 82.5%. The correct answer is 48%, making Cory our winner.
That's higher than I thought.
You deserved it, Cory.
48% said they always utilize the meat by eating it or giving it away. Well done, Cory. I felt bad about the Heartland question, but here you are anyway. Ball don't lie. That's what they say, right, Clay? Ball don't lie.
I've never heard that before, but
You say that to Shep sometime, and then he'll just be like, "Yeah, Dad, ball don't lie." That's right. Well done, Cory and Seth. Moving on. These were 2 of our finalists last year as well, and here we are again, the same 2 fellas going to the championship. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Yeah, I feel better, but I'm still pretty upset.
Okay. Didn't even need the tiebreaker in Cory's opinion. Now, what would normally happen is Clay gets to choose where the $500 donation from MeatEater goes. But because this is part of the tournament, we're doing something a little different. Here's what's going to happen. We are banking each donation until the end of the tournament. So instead of 4 $500 donations, the trivia champion is going to make 1 $2,000 donation. It'll be the biggest donation in MeatEater trivia history.
Very cool.
Clay, you could maybe lobby for Cory and Seth in case they make it to the championship and win.
Yeah.
Where that $2,000
I've been thinking
donation
about how
will.
$500 a week is a pretty generous donation.
We've
used to be
updated.
100.
We started off with 100.
Yeah.
MeatEater was willing to up it. I think we're over $30,000 now that we've given to conservation organizations from the show.
Yeah, that's big.
Very exciting. Cory and Seth moving on.
Nice job, guys.
Next
Happy
week.
birthday.
Thanks,
Next
Max.
week starts
I let
the
you win for your birthday
championship. It will
Sure
be
you
a
did.
two episode championship. It's going to be 20 questions to determine our winner instead of just 10. Very excited.
Wow.
Join us next time for more MeatEater Trivia, the only game show where conservation always wins, and make sure you spay and neuter your pets.
R.I.P.
That's what Bob Barker always said.
Unless you want to breed them.
Clay, you were the one who suggested it.
Heck of a coon dog.